This is how you're going to do your assignment called the half-face portrait. On my screen right now you'll see is the Google Classroom with the assignment open. So we'll first start with downloading the two pictures. I'm on a Mac and I'm using the Safari browser. So for me, I'll just click and drag this picture and put it on my desktop right there. When I'm done with this one, I'll switch to the other picture and click on this picture, and I'll click and drag and put it on the desktop. That's how I get it to the desktop. Okay, then I'll minimize the Safari browser. Once I have my two pictures together, I will just select them or highlight them, and then I will choose, I'll control click on it, hold down the control button and click on it and choose open with Adobe Photoshop 2020. And the pictures will open in two tabs like that. If your workspace does not look like mine, I want you to go up to Window, down to Workspace, and go over to Photography. If after choosing Window, Workspace, Photography, if after choosing that and your workspace doesn't resemble mine, make sure you go to Window and choose Layers. Then it should look like this. What you should do next is you're going to click on this picture, and then use the move tool. Hold down the mouse, and then go up to this other picture, and then bring it down, and then release the mouse. Next, you're going to go up to the fill. You're going to go up to the opacity and lower the opacity to about 50%, and then you're going to move his face until it looks like this. We're trying to line up his nose with the lips, so you can use the arrow keys also to nudge it in place. The arrow keys on the right of your keyboard, bottom right, might give you better control. So that looks like, when you get something that looks like this, return up top, return the opacity back to 100%. Then come down to the layers palette and click on the third icon from the left, the one that looks like a rectangle with a black circle in it. Click on that one time. Next, come to the left, and then where you see two squares, a black square and a white square. If the black square is not on top of the white square, just click on the double-headed arrow and it should make the black square appear over the white square. When that is like that, move up to the brush tool, click on the brush tool, then you're going to adjust the brush. So go up to the options bar at the top on the left and choose maybe about 87 pixels. Change the hotness to about 45, something like that. And then you're going to paint in this picture. You're going to paint away this area here, so that you're starting to see, what you'll see is that his face is going to resemble, then you're going to start painting. So this whole area on the left can be painted away. If you make a mistake, don't worry, you can undo it. So I'm just painting liberally like that. To make your brush bigger, the right bracket key, okay? The right bracket key makes your brush bigger. The left bracket key smaller, makes your brush smaller. So the left bracket key, the bracket keys, by the way, are located to the right of the P, to the right of the letter P. Those are your bracket keys. So I'm painting away this this area here. So go ahead and paint away all that, and you should see something like this. Now I happen to not like those earphones in his ears, so I'm going to paint back over there area and take away that. You might do the same. Alright, so once we get here, I'm going to work in the details. So on the Mac, you're going to do Command plus. On a Windows machine, you're going to do Control plus. And then I'll make my brush smaller. Again, to make your brush smaller, you hold down the left bracket key. And then I'm going to press the letter X to switch the foreground color to white and paint back this area. X. So you can see how I'm between switching the X, the foreground color, to black and white. I'm fixing this. So I'll hit X again and I'll paint in this area. So when you get to the fine details, you may have to make your brush smaller and you may have to zoom in. Okay, so use this. It's good to learn the shortcuts. They're not difficult. So on a Mac, you're going to do Command plus. On a Windows machine, you're going to do Control plus. When that is done, I'm going to zoom out. I'll do Command minus. On a Windows machine, it is Control minus. Okay, looks like that's good. Next thing you're going to do is the crop tool. The crop tool is the shortcut is C, as you can see. So you click on the crop tool, and then you can come in here and bring that in, and then crop it the way you want. When the area looks like, when the picture looks to your liking, double click anywhere in there, and you're done with this. What's left is you're going to go to save it. You're going to go to File, Save As, choose on your computer, and then this is where you're going to leave the format as Photoshop. The first time you save it as a Photoshop document. So I will name it my first name, Peter underscore P, my family name, and then underscore, and the name of this assignment is Half Face Portrait, and I'll hit save. This is where you have to keep track of where you're saving the picture. I'm saving it to my desktop. Keep note of where you're saving it so you can find it easily. I'm saving it to the desktop so I can find it easily. So I'll hit save, and then you're going to save it one more time. You're going to go File, Save As, again this time on your computer, and then this time I'll leave it the same destination as previously. It's going to go to my desktop, and this time I'm going to save it as a JPEG. I'm going to choose JPEG. I'm going to hit save and then hit OK. Alright, when I'm done, I'm going to minimize, and now you'll see that I have two files with the same name except for the ending. When you turn in your picture, you will be turning in the version that is a JPEG. That's the one that you will be turning in. You might keep the one as a Photoshop document, because if you make a mistake, you can always go back and re-edit this.